In the heart of Nigeria, in a village called Doromi, lived a wise old woman named Eniola. One day, as the sun set behind the hills, she called the villagers together. The past is coming, Eniola warned. The sins of yesterday will haunt those who forget. The villagers murmured among themselves. Unsure of the meaning, Eniola, her voice steady, told them to prepare. Little did they know that the shadows of their past were already beginning to stir. A few days later, a stranger named Chike arrived in Doromi, a tall man with a face shadowed by a wide hat. He asked questions about the village's history, focusing on the old conflicts and secrets. The villagers grew weary, sensing that Chike was more than he appeared. As he left, a chill seemed to follow him, and whispers of old grievances began to resurface. In the past, Doromi had hidden a sacred treasure, protecting it from invaders. The elder spoke of a chest buried beneath an ancient baobab tree. This treasure was said to bring great power, but also a great peril if misused. Chike's questions about the baobab tree set tongues wagging. The villagers started to worry that the past was not just coming to visit them, but to claim what was once lost. The village elder, Obinna, was known for his wisdom and silence about the old stories. He revealed to Eniola that Chike was not just a curious stranger, but a descendant of an old enemy. This enemy had once tried to steal the village treasure and had been thwarted. Obinna feared that Chike's presence was a sign that the old conflict was stirring once more. Eniola decided to hold a forbidden ritual to protect the village. The ritual was designed to appease the spirits of their ancestors and ensure their protection. As the villagers gathered under the moonlight, they performed ancient dances and chants. The air grew heavy with magic. The spirits seemed to respond, but the feeling of unease remained as if something was watching them from the shadows. The next morning, the village woke up to find that several children had disappeared. Panic spread through Doromi. Eniola and Obinna searched for signs, suspecting that the disappearance were linked to Chike's arrival. Chike's smile when questions began to raise up. The villagers began to believe that the past was indeed hurting them, targeting their most vulnerable. Eniola discovered cryptic messages hidden in the ancient text of the village history. They spoke of a curse that would be unleashed if the treasure was disturbed. Chike had been asking about the very treasure that was connected to these messages. Eniola and Obinna realized that the past wasn't just coming, it was seeking to repeat old tragedies. The enigmatic visitor Chike continued to visit the village frequently, but his questions became more probing. He seemed to know too much about the village secrets. During one of his visits, a sudden storm swept through Doromi. As the villagers sought shelter, Chike disappeared, leaving behind a strange symbol carved into the ground. Eniola and Obinna grew more concerned about the dark forces at play. The ritual performed by Eniola had temporarily kept the spirits calm, but its effect seemed to be fading. The children who had disappeared began to show signs of fear and distress upon their return. They spoke of dark figures and a powerful force that seemed to control them. Eniola realized that the ritual needed to be reinforced to keep the malevolent force at bay. In a shocking turn of events, a trusted villager named Adebayo was found to be working with Chike. Adebayo had been secretly providing information about the village secrets and differences. His betrayal was a heavy blow to Doromi. As the village struggled with this betrayal, the threat from the past seemed to grow stronger, as if fueled by the betrayer. The sacred objects used in the ritual, a carved staff, went missing. Without it, the ritual's power would be diminished. Eniola and Obinna searched the village and surrounding areas but found no trace of it. The only clue was a trail leading to a baobab tree. They feared that the staff's absence might invite great danger from Chike and the forces in control. Eniola had a disturbing dream where the spirit of the ancestors warned her of an impending catastrophe. They spoke of a final confrontation with the past and advised her to find the staff before it was too late. Eniola awoke with a sense of urgency. She and Obinna gathered the villagers to prepare for what they feared as an approaching climax. As the night fell, Chike appeared at the baobab tree with a group of shadowy figures. Eniola, Obinna, and the villagers comforted him. Chike revealed that he intended to reclaim the lost treasure and use its power to exact revenge for his ancestors. A fierce argument ensued, with Chike's dark forces clashing against the villagers' desperate defense. During the confrontation, Obinna discovered a hidden chamber beneath the baobab tree. Inside was a lost treasure and the sacred staff. Eniola and Obinna realized that the treasure could be used to seal the past power and would require a great sacrifice. They had to decide whether to use the treasure to protect their past or risk everything to end the past influence. The village gathered for a final ritual at the baobab tree. Eniola and Obinna used sacred staff to perform the ancient rites, channeling the treasure's power. As they did so, Chike and his followers tried to intervene. The air crackled with magic and the ground trembled. Eniola knew that the success of their efforts depended on their willingness to make a sacrifice. The spirits of their ancestors appeared, testing the villagers' resolve. They demanded proof of their sincerity and willingness to protect their home. The villagers had to demonstrate their unity and strength of spirit. Through trials of courage and selflessness, they proved their worth, earning the spirit favor and securing the final part of the ritual. With the ritual complete, the past influence began to wane. The shadows that had plagued Doromi receded, and the villagers felt a renewed sense of peace. Chike and his followers vanished, their dark intentions thwarted. The treasure was hidden once more, and the village was left to rebuild and heal from the turmoil. Eniola and Obinna reflected on the event that had transpired. They realized the importance of acknowledging and learning from the past to avoid it repeating itself. The villagers had grown stronger and more united than before as a result of their trials. They vowed to remember the lessons learned and to honor their ancestors who had protected them. Years passed and Doromi prospered. The story of the past coming to haunt became a legend told to each new generation. The villagers celebrated their unity and resilience. Eniola and Obina's legacy lived on, reminding everyone of the importance of facing the past with courage and working together to build a better future. As Eniola grew old, she knew that the past shadows would always be a part of their history. She continued to guide the villagers, teaching them to remain vigilant and respectful of their heritage. The story of their trials became a part of the Omi's identity, ensuring that the lessons of the past would never be forgotten and that peace would endure for generations to come.